Hi, what's up, everybody? Welcome to Rich Life Insider, a place where future millionaires come together to get ideas. So today we're gonna talk about why the Chinese stocks dropped today, as I predicted. So if this is your first time to my channel, so make sure you subscribe. We talk about how to make more money, business, finance, economics, real estate, uh, stock investment, anything related to making you more money and helping you succeed. So if you want to succeed and make more money, you subscribe our channel. So we click on the bell and you click all so that you do not miss any videos. So let's go to today our topic. Look at stock market today. Alibaba dropped 5.87%. Then let's go to Pi 2. Dropped 6.1%. And 10 cents. 4.48%. That's a lot of drop. And why did Chinese stock drop today? 5.08%. Yeah, I talk about be careful about Chinese company because recently the Senate passed the bill to release Chinese companies from exchanges. So what's really happening here is that basically the U.S. lawmakers they are worried about Chinese corporation getting so much money from pension funds and college endowments, and they believe that these monies is basically the carry the monies to the China's technology giants to develop leading position in everything from artificial intelligence and autonomous driving to internet data collections. So the U.S. has been, accusing China about stealing technology and stuff like that. We had this situation last year, before the U.S. and China got into trade war, and the economy was really great. Even so, because of trade war, the stock market dropped, quite significantly a few times during the past last year, and because this disease happened, the China and US signed the agreement the beginning of this year. But shortly after this disease happened, so the relationship between U.S. and China got worse because of this year's election years, and millions of people are losing their job. 40 million Americans lost their job, and the economy is doing really badly, really bad. And usually a president is gonna get a second term if the economy is going really well, and definitely, of course, it's a concern for the President Trump that he may not get re-elected. And a lot of the people, lawmakers, Americans, they are worried about China, and because of this disease, a lot of people do not really like China. So basically, so they are doing everything they can to limit the uh, cash flows into China's government. And so what the Chinese companies they have to do is that they need to show that certify that they are not related to China, so, Chinese government. And if the company can show that it's not under such control or the public company accounting oversight board (PCAOB) is not able to audit the company for 3 consecutive years to determine it's not under the control of foreign government, the company security would be banned. So there is a chance that the Alibaba, all these stocks company could get delisted. So when it get delisted, nobody knows what's going to happen to the shareholders. They might lose everything. So that's why a lot of people are selling their shares or the Chinese company. And I made a predictions last week that you do not touch Chinese. Actually, a few weeks ago too, do not touch Chinese company because there could be potentially a trade war. So what's going to happen in futures? Right now, they already passed the bill. The president just has to sign it, and they also have a rules that if uh, Chinese Huawei companies they are rolling out the 4G technology in China, but they need semiconductors. They already banned U.S. companies from selling the semiconductors to the Huawei. But the thing is that Huawei was have been able to buy semiconductors from foreign companies like TSM, Taiwan Semiconductor. Um, so basically, they are buying from foreign companies. But so now, right now, U.S. introduce um, require the foreign companies to get a U.S. license before supplying certain types of chips to Huawei. So if a foreign company uh, uses the U.S. software technology, they need to apply for U.S. license before they give it to somebody else. They sell it to somebody else. So this is efforts to limit the uh, Huawei's company access to the technology. So if it's gonna be impeding the China's rollout of 5G, China's government's not gonna be happy, and they're gonna do something about it. Remember the U.S. and Chinese signed an agreement. The Chinese gonna buy like 198 billions of U.S. goods in China, and that could go down into the drain if if they two could not get into agreement about it, and U.S. has recognized recently because of this disease that most of the supplies, medical supplies, they need to rely on China. So they are supporting efforts to bring Chinese manufacturing companies into the U.S. That's why they don't want to rely on China anymore. And this is not the first time U.S. have done something like this. They have done it for oil and gas industry. They didn't want to rely on Middle East for energy, so they promoted fracking and shale production. U.S. was projected to exceed oil production more than Saudi Arabia. U.S. is set to become the first oil producing nation, and because of that, but now U.S. is trying to, not to rely on China, so to manufacture medical stuff and supplies and whatnot. So this could lead to China retaliations. We don't know how they are going to retaliate. U.S. not gonna back down. So especially during this bad economic times, the trade war could make it worse. So definitely, I'm not gonna touch Chinese company. I knew that I sold most of my Chinese company like last year or so. So and because of this situation, and it could be more than the next in future. I believe that what they are going to do is they're gonna fight over technology. The technology is something that they are going to be really really particular about, because U.S. doesn't want the Chinese to steal the technology, and and I think U.S. at one point ordered the some of the companies to pull out the China made technology chips from the power grid or something like that. So they have done it before because of national security stuff like that. So this could go for the rest of 2020. Remember, this is an election year, so the Trump administration is gonna put all the blame on the Chinese government, and they're gonna do everything they can to please the Americans, because the people want to blame somebody. When bad things happen, they want to blame somebody. That's very normal. That's very normal. So this could go for more, and both parties gonna blame China. So definitely because of elections. So if you look at S&P 500, it's 2,955. It's too much. In my opinion, it's too much. It should be less than 2,800, or maybe less than 2,700. So they are basically pricing in that situation where we're gonna have a quick recovery from this disease, this illness. And the thing about the road ahead is that nobody knows. The vaccine could be 1 year. I know a lot of companies are rushing to make the vaccine to be the first one to produce a vaccine. But the thing about that is that it's gonna involves a lot of trials, and we never know how successful would that be. Does it cure only 50% of the patients, and does it prevent only 50%, or does it prevent 100% of the patients? And we don't know. And the thing about that is that if, let's say, one company makes vaccine, that a lot of countries gonna want to be the first one to get a vaccine for their people. So there could be potentially a fight for the vaccines between the countries as well, and this could drag on for a long time. And now the states are opening up the economies, and there could be a second wave coming in the fall or in the winter, which could be worse than the first one. So basically, I believe that this could drop one time again before this is over. It may not be as sharp as this 2003 or 4 drop, but definitely there's gonna be another drop because a lot 40 million people lost their job, and these people cannot buy uh, contribute their 401k anymore. They're not gonna buy stocks into stocks because they are saving money. So there's a less demand for that, and not only that, with the fight between U.S. and China, and there are a lot of uncertainty, and these are like expedition. People expect for the vaccine to produce, for the companies to produce a vaccine pretty quickly, and basically we are pricing in all the smooth recovery, but I don't think that's gonna be the case. So I don't think so. Okay. So if what do you think about this video? What do you think? Do we find the vaccine pretty soon, or do you think that U.S. and China is gonna fight more? And what do you think about it? What do the U.S. government is gonna do for the next step? Comment below, you subscribe and share this video if you enjoyed it. And I have a cause. I know this is a tough time. Or I don't care about China or U.S. government, what they are doing. All I care about is you and I and ordinary citizens. And we're gonna have a tough time. So I have a cause for you. If you want to get your dream job in 30 days, you can sign up. Then it's gonna be below above the video. If you want to make more money, and this is gonna be the cost for you if you want to get your job in 30 days. So thank you for watching. So I want to give you a free gift for you for watching until the end. So there's gonna be a free audio gifts in the link below. CEO reads about 1 book a week, and 5 books a month. So average person reads about only 1 book a year. That's a big difference. So you want to read more books, the more you read, the more you make. So, if you want to, I want to give you free stocks as well. If this is your first time, it's perfect for you. Open an account for free, and you're gonna get free stock. Make sure you deposit $100. There are 2 links. So one of the links, when you open an account, they're gonna give you 1 stock. But if you want to get second stock, which is potentially worth up to 1,400, you need to deposit $100. So you make a deposit for $100 for both links, you're gonna get 3 stock. If you want, I think about becoming a realtor, this is a great time for you to become a realtor. Realtor license cost is gonna be below as well. And if you need a credit card free interest rate for 12 months or 14 months, click the link below. If you're paid more than $15 per month for your cell phone, you're paid too much. So get this Hollywood actor Ryan Reynolds animated testing, talking, and data plan. It might slow down after 3K or 6K depending on what plan you choose, but it's unlimited. So if you're thinking about traveling in the summer, you can get a free travel credit for your hotel. Click the link below. If you have any questions, message me on Facebook or Instagram. Yeah. So what do you think about it? Share this video. Follow, subscribe on YouTube, like and see on Facebook. Thank you for watching. I will see you in the next video. Bye bye.